People always think that my job as a taxi driver is only to bring people from point A to point B. But somewhere between those points, there are times when I feel that I end up carrying more than just people. Okay, just imagine you're a passenger now and you have a very bad day and you get into my taxi. All of a sudden, you just blurted all your emotion, you know, complain about wow, how unfair the world is, why are there such people in this world, treat you like shit, blah blah blah. Suddenly, I I feel I become like a priest now, listening to confessions, you know. But more often than not, I feel like taxi uncle or taxi in general appears to be like a dump truck, you know, where you dump all your emotion. I call it this the dump truck phenomenon. So in my dump truck analogy, I like to classify or categorize these passengers or dumpers into different categories. So the first one is the oversharer, right? So this oversharer is the one that I encounter the most. They are very enthusiastic. Once they boarded a taxi, they will talk a lot, non-stop, right? They will even go into details of what happened in their day, you know, sometimes very funny, you know, sometimes tragic, right? So it's quite fun because you hear different type of stories. For example, like office drama, family squabble, you know, all type of things, right? And yeah, sometimes they get quite dramatic lah. Then you got one kind called the ambusher, the silent dumper. So they will board a taxi. Now throughout the journey, very quiet, nothing happens, you know. So you just drive lah. All of a sudden, you ambush you know, come out with a very strong statement, very bold statement. You know, like for example, you say something like, "Why is life so unfair?" You know, yeah, uncle, do you think it's fair to me or not? so random, you know, and it just take you by surprise, lor. So you got another type of passenger. I call it the repeater. So what they will do, they'll get in your taxi and they'll talk lah. So they talk normally, but the thing is they repeat. You know, they repeat the same thing over and over, but in different perspective. But they didn't realize. So for example, the other day, I picked up this passenger. So she was complaining about her mother-in-law, why nobody take care of her and bring her to the polyclinic. You know, so she was telling me the brother-in-law supposed to bring it, why it become me to bring? And then she will shift the anger to, you know, talk about, hey uncle, you see, if you are the mother, will you bring or will you ask your in-law to bring? Right? So she will repeat the same thing over and over. Can be quite numbing throughout the journey, you know. All in all, the experience of the whole journey, right, is surprisingly quite pleasant, you know. At the end of the journey, the passengers themselves are very grateful that I listened to their stories. I remember when I started out that time, I wasn't really interested in hearing these passenger stories. All I did was nodded my head, you know, and focus on my driving. I mean, why should I be bothered, right? I focus on my incentive. I was still learning the rope, so I can't be bothered. Obviously, times have changed, and after driving for a few years, yeah, I have grown to be more attentive to these passenger stories. I mean, everybody has a story to tell. And I learned that these people, right, sometimes they just need an outlet to release their emotional baggage. You know, when they talk to me, right, they are not really looking for an advice or an opinion. They just want to talk to somebody who don't judge them. So I'm the perfect candidate lah. I mean, I'm a stranger, right? You probably see me once and that's the only time you will see me. Bye bye, and you'll never see. So it's a perfect people to, you know, to talk your heart out. And they did, right? So yeah, I think it's a pretty honorable job lah as a dump truck driver, that I could help somebody, you know, release that emotional baggage, and so that they can move on with their life, yeah, move on with their day or whatsoever. Yo guys, so tell me, what kind of passengers are you? The oversharer, the repeater, or the silent ambusher? Please share in the comments below. For those who have not tried it, I encourage you to do so. Be careful, you may get addicted to it, you know.